So, that was still to this day, a very disappointing movie. I'm just going to turn it down now. So let's see if I can get through this video without any cuts whatsoever. And this is a very different video, a very vlog type video. I thought I would change it up and make it different for these Fast and Furious reviews, just for this specific video, because for this video I was planning to do it in the car or whatever, like on the way somewhere or just sitting in the car. But unfortunately my dad's car broke down, so I can't do that. Yeah, it's too dark outside, but I can't, like, show you. I was going to show you, like, the driveway. It's completely empty because our car isn't there. Anyway, so as I said, let's see if I can get through this without any cuts whatsoever. That should be fun. I don't know what I'm going to do. Just walk around. Look, I've actually been putting this one off for a while because I really don't like this movie. Even as a kid, when I was watching it, I knew that there was just something off with this movie, something that I really, like, it just, as a kid, it wasn't one of my favorites, but now as someone who's more mature, as a film buff, as a film lover, and as an adult, I can really pinpoint the things that I really don't like about this movie. One of them being, sadly, the protagonist of the film. Is it better like this? Like this. I don't know. Anyway, the protagonist of the film is probably the biggest part of this movie that doesn't work, because it starts off with him getting into fights and then getting suspended or whatever, having to move, go to his dad's place in Japan, live with his dad. That could have worked if they had given some emotional reason for why he was acting the brat and acting like an idiot, but they don't. And throughout the entire movie, he is kind of just an asshole with no real emotional reason for him being that way. Because you know how sometimes in movies when you've got an asshole, there is an emotional reason, right? I mean, but there is none in this movie. I mean, they got someone who looked like he was in his, like, 39. Like, he looked like he was on his way to his 40s when he was filming this movie, and they put him in, like, a high school type, like, no. Don't cast someone in a high school role if they don't look like they can be in high school, okay? I think thanks to Spider-Man Homecoming, we've learnt that lesson. Anyway, I don't like the casting for the main character, and I don't like the writing for the main character. It's very lazy. And I honestly don't want to spend too much time on this review, because I don't like this movie. I mean, the only thing that I do like about it is Han. He's the only thing that I like about this movie. And that's before any of the sequels that he was in, that he was a main character in, alright? I liked him in those, but I liked him in this. Upon rewatching this movie, I realized, you know what? He's a good character. He works in this movie. And I don't know why, but he should have been the main character of this movie. That would have made more sense. I mean, even his death in the movie would have been more impactful if he was the main character and not this asshole from Texas or whatever. I mean, really think about that. Han, having his own movie, right? For him to then just die in, right? And then it all be about, like, Tokyo and something like that. Like, there have been movies in other franchises where they've gone to Japan or China or whatever, and it's been like this cultural experience type of thing. The best examples I have for that is the Wolverine. That movie was all in Japan, and that's one of the things I liked about that movie. With this movie, that could have been one of the things that I liked about it, but they don't really explore it in a way that makes the place feel like a character in the film. You know what I mean? Anyway, just a bunch of mistakes built up to this piece of shit, and it truly is the worst film in the franchise, and that's why I just didn't want to spend much time on this video, because I mean, I need to review it in order to complete my Fast and Furious reviews, but it's just unfortunately the worst one and not worth much of my time or effort. So but I still wanted to make the video as you know, different and unique in a way. So this is the best way, and I promise you, in the next one, in the next Fast and Furious review, I will have my car. I will be buying a car. So the next video should be, the next review, sorry, for the Fast and Furious franchise should be in my newly bought car. Okay, I'm thinking Toyota Prius, but first of all, I got to get my license for that as well, which in the last video you would have seen I've been working on, still working on it. Anyway, I guess I'll see you guys in the next Fast and Furious review.